Hello everyone. I hope everyone is doing great. In today's class, we will learn how to easily design a curtain in Blender. First, I will add a plane mesh and rotate it 90 degrees on the y-axis. Then I will move it along the z-axis and slightly scale it down on the y-axis. And then I will press Ctrl plus A to apply all transforms. After that, I will go into edit mode, duplicate this face, move it along the z-axis, scale it and place it in this position. Then I will press P to separate this part. Then I will add a solidify modifier to this object and apply it. Although this step is not essential, so you can skip it if you prefer. Next, I will select the curtain object, go into edit mode, select the face, right click and choose subdivide. I will set the number of cuts to 40. For now, I will hide the upper part and select the lower part. Then I will apply cloth physics from the physics tab and select the silk preset. If I press the space bar to play the simulation, you will see that this part falls downward. But I want the object to hang in place, so I will undo, go back to edit mode, select the top edges or vertices, then create a new vertex group and assign these vertices to it. Now I will apply the cloth physics again, and in the properties panel I will go down to the shape section and select the vertex group I created in the pin group option. Now if I play the simulation, you will see that the curtain does not fall down because we have pinned the top edges in place. Now I will unhide the part we previously hid and select the curtain. Then I will go to the constraint tab and add a copy scale constraint. In the target field, I will select this object. Now if we scale this object, the curtain will scale along with it. Since cloth physics is applied to the curtain, I will press the space bar to start the simulation. Now if I select this part and scale it along the y-axis during the simulation, the curtain will also scale along the y-axis in real time. Then I will press the space bar again to stop the simulation. As you can see, the curtain shape has now formed. I will select the curtain, right click and choose Shade Smooth. Then I will hide this part again. To add depth to the curtain, I will add a solidify modifier and set the required thickness value. After that, I will add a subdivision modifier. If you are satisfied with the shape, you can apply all the modifiers. Now the curtain is ready. I will enable the environment I previously designed and adjust the curtain to fit according to the window on the wall. I will duplicate the curtain and place it on the other side as well. Next, I will create the necessary parts to hang the curtain. If anyone wants to follow along, they can watch this part, or if they prefer, they can skip to the curtain texturing section of the video. I will apply a silver matte material to these parts. Since there is already a silver material in the scene, I will use that. However, if you need to create a silver material from scratch, you can create a new material, keep the color white, set the metallic value to 1 and reduce the roughness value to around 0.3 or less. This will give you a silver material that you can assign to these parts. I will duplicate this part using Shift plus D and then repeat the duplication with Shift plus R. After that, I will duplicate and move all these duplicated parts into this position. I will apply a fabric material to the curtain. To do this, I will create a new material and name it cloth or fabric. Then I will select the principal BSDF shader and press Ctrl plus Shift plus T to quickly select all the textures from the location where they are stored. To use this feature, make sure to enable the Node Wrangler add-on. I will select the material again, press Ctrl plus Shift plus T and navigate to the location where the textures are stored. I will add the link to these textures in the description. I will select the textures I want to add and click here to import them. This will automatically connect all the textures and required nodes to the material. Since the object has not been unwrapped, I will connect the object to the vector input instead of using UV mapping. For all the textures, I will select box instead of flat in the mapping option. The texture's scaling is too large, so I will set the scaling to 2. You can adjust this value as needed. I will apply the same material to this curtain and then render the scene. I hope you have learned how to design a curtain. We will meet in the next class with a new tutorial. Until then, goodbye and take care.